there was ever a magical weight loss superfood, it would be protein, which is why today I'm going to share with you the best high protein foods that you or your clients can work into your diet to lose weight. My name is Dr. Mark Morris, a nutrition coach with a PhD in human nutrition. And first things first, let's explain why protein is so important when you're trying to lose weight. Well, first of all, it can help you feel full and satisfied, which can prevent cravings, which is a common complaint for people who are trying to achieve weight loss. Plus, it's key for building and maintaining lean muscle mass while in a weight loss phase, because the last thing you want is just to become a skinnier, smaller version of yourself. And you want to eat enough total protein over the course of the day to see all the benefits of more protein. A general rule of thumb is to aim for anywhere between 1.5 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight of protein per day, or 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight for our American friends, which may sound like a lot, but when you choose the right foods, specifically all of the high protein foods you'll find throughout this video, you'll reach your protein goal easily and start to see weight loss in no time. So let's dive into the list, starting with number 8, chicken breast. I couldn't make a video about protein without talking about every bodybuilder's favorite protein source, which is the chicken breast. And there is good reason why chicken breast is at the top of every high protein food list or article out there. Chicken breast clocks in at around 18 to 20 grams of protein for every 100 gram serving of meat with only 100 calories, so it's a perfect food for weight loss. But not only do the calories and macros check out, it's a very versatile food to cook with and to eat. If you find yourself getting bored and tired of eating all the same foods on a weight loss diet, add more chicken breast in. It's great because it could take on so many forms and flavors, and you can really add it to almost any meal you're eating. Now let's talk about another great lean meat, which is ground turkey. Ground turkey is like chicken's cousin. It's equally packed with protein and pretty similar macros, with around 20 grams of protein for every 100 gram serving. Sometimes the calories can be a little higher, around 120 to 150 calories, depending on how much fat is contained in it. Which is why you also want to read the labels, because some ground turkey is going to use different cuts of meat like thigh or drumstick, which is going to drive the fat up. So the leanness can be relative, but since you're already watching your calories, you want to be mindful of this stuff. Like chicken, ground turkey is a very versatile protein source. It can be added to a variety of different recipes. Basically anything that you use ground beef or pork for, you could substitute turkey in, which is going to control for the calories because those are fattier meats that are going to contain more energy and more fat. So you may want to avoid those while dieting, and you can just sub some ground turkey in. Some examples of awesome meals that you can make with ground turkey are going to be meatballs, tacos, turkey burgers, and other countless recipes that are just a Google search away. I have a turkey burger in the rotation right now that is using ground up Quest chips as the actual breading. I throw it in the air fryer and it's a complete game changer. Before we move on, another honorable mention is just turkey products in general in this category. Any lean cut of turkey, like turkey breast, is going to be packed full of protein and super lean. Sliced deli turkey and even turkey jerky, which is tough to say, are going to be great foods to work into your weight loss diet. Now let's move on to the next protein superfood on this list, which is going to be number 6, eggs and egg whites. Eggs, and specifically egg whites, are going to be another source of protein that are super high in protein while low in calories. Now, one large egg is going to have around 7 grams of protein and around 70 calories total, which is going to be good, but if you want to get even more protein and reduce the calories, you can always add in egg whites. For every 100 grams of egg whites, there's going to be around 10 or 11 grams of protein and only 54 calories. It's essentially all protein. And these egg products are extremely versatile. You can start to work egg whites into omelets and scrambles, and even add them into other recipes like protein pancakes and more. There are so many recipes all over the internet that incorporate egg whites, so search them out. And it's also much more convenient now to consume egg whites now that most grocery stores carry them individually just as the egg white. Now, we have talked a lot about animal-based proteins, but let's switch gears for a second and talk about some plant-based protein sources. At number 5, we have lentils. So if you or your clients are looking for plant-based protein sources, lentils are a must. They contain around 10 grams of protein for every 100 grams of cooked lentils, which also supplies around 120 calories. Now, this protein source is a little bit higher in calories, and that comes from the additional carbohydrates and fiber, which is fine as long as you plan accordingly. Lentils are a popular ingredient in many recipes, and they are a staple in vegetarian and vegan diets, making finding recipes super easy. One thing to consider though about lentils, and I mentioned it before, is that they are higher in fiber. So eating a large portion of lentils may upset your stomach if you're someone with a sensitive digestive system. Although other legumes like chickpeas are also going to be higher in protein, those are also a little bit higher in fat compared to the lentil. So I would choose them less often while dieting. Now let's move on to our next high protein food, which is number 4, Greek yogurt. I've talked about this before, but my life entirely changed when Greek yogurt came on the scene. Low-fat Greek yogurt clocks in at around 15 to 16 grams of protein for every 3/4 cup serving, also having about 120 to 130 calories. Not only does Greek yogurt make a great snack, but it can also be included in numerous recipes, swapped out for sauces and more as a way to add in more creaminess as well as more protein. I know many people have stopped buying sour cream entirely. Not to mention, Greek yogurt has become a really popular ingredient in many low-calorie salad dressings and dips. For example, the company Bolthouse Farms makes a wide variety of Greek yogurt-based salad dressings that taste great. And even some of our favorite high-calorie dips like spinach and artichoke dip or even guacamole can use Greek yogurt as a substitute. And if you want to switch things up a bit, you could always add flavored protein powder to your Greek yogurt to boost the protein even more. Now, if you are on a fat loss diet specifically, it's always important to be mindful of the labels because some Greek yogurt is going to have higher fat or have higher sugar and carbohydrate content, so read the labels. Now, keeping with the dairy theme, we're gonna move on to our next high protein food, which is gonna be number 3, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is another protein-packed food, having around 13 grams of protein for every 90 gram or half cup serving. Like many of the other foods on this list, cottage cheese is very versatile. You can eat it on its own, or you can even add it to other great tasting recipes. Actually, cottage cheese had quite the summer, going viral on TikTok with many users sharing their low-calorie cottage cheese ice cream recipe. But if you're not ready to go as far as cottage cheese ice cream just quite yet, it still makes a great snack. Next on our list of high protein foods is number 2, canned tuna. First off, I have a confession to make. I don't eat fish because I don't like it. But for the rest of you, tuna is something that needs to be on this list because it's high protein, super convenient. In one 3-ounce can of tuna or packet, there's gonna be around 16 grams of protein and only 70 calories. Canned and prepackaged tuna can be a very easy on-the-go snack to include more protein, incorporated into numerous recipes like tuna salad and tuna sandwiches. Take a good look in the grocery store because you're gonna go down the aisle and see many brands that have different flavors and textures and tons of variety. Now let's move on to our last high protein food, which is going to be number 1, protein supplements. Now this may seem totally obvious, but protein supplements are a great way to add in more protein while controlling for calories and therefore losing weight. And protein supplements are gonna come in many forms like pre-made shakes, but also powders and bars. When it comes to the best protein supplement, there isn't one specific brand that I recommend. There are many supplements that are of good quality and get the job done. But when looking for a protein supplement, there are some guidelines that I recommend that you stick to so that you also lose weight. Look for a protein supplement with around 20 to 30 grams of protein and no more than 250 calories. Meaning they don't have a lot of additional carbs or fat, and it means picking a protein supplement, not a meal replacement or a weight gainer. We're looking to add in more protein, not more calories. These supplements tend to make great snacks on their own, but you can also incorporate them into many recipes. You can use protein powder in smoothies and oatmeal and pancakes. And one of the best protein hacks out there for busy people is to add a protein shake, most notably the Premier Protein, to your coffee as a creamer, making your coffee even more delicious and even higher protein. So there you have it, folks. There are some delicious high protein foods that are gonna support your weight loss journey. As you can see from this list, there's no reason to be bored with the foods that you're eating. There's plenty of variety. With so many different options and different recipes available, there's no reason why you can't hit your weight loss goals, eat more protein, and eat food that tastes great. Next, you're gonna learn the top 10 fat-burning foods that I have all of my nutrition clients eat. So check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video.